Alright, jadi kita disuruh kemana nih? Ke pelabuhan Rio lagi ya. Buangnya mana lagi nih?
We're finally back. I'm still.
Masih ragu-ragu dia.
Come on, Ganyu. We're almost there. You don't want to turn back now, do you? I suppose you have a point. It would be quite impolite of me to leave the two of you now. That's right. Where do you want to go first, then? I've spent too much time in the mountains. The first thing that comes to my mind is the sea.
Lautan.
Let's go for a walk in the port.
Oke, kita ngedate kan sama si Ganyu kan. Let's go. Kita ngedate sama Ganyu, jalan-jalan di sekitar pelabuhan lagi. Oke, kita teleport dulu aja deh. Gue masih penasaran nih sama si Ningguang nih, karena tadi ngomongin Ningguang tapi tiba-tiba nyarinya Ganyu gitu. Tapi ya apa boleh buat, karena emang story-nya kayak begini. Tapi kurang lebih sejauh ini gimana guys menurut kalian story-nya? Menurut gue cukup bagus loh, dan juga lumayan cukup emosional, dan juga gue ngerasa gue attach terhadap si Ganyu juga dari segi gimana kita belajar tentang karakternya dia. Lumayan banget, ini jadi bagus banget. Alright, di sini nih.
The sound of the waves in this familiar port. The smell of the sea breeze makes me nostalgic. Ganyu, you didn't leave Liyue for that long. Why do you look so moved?
Oh, ya benar juga sih.
Well, I used to be so busy. I haven't taken a stroll around here in a long time.
Ya benar juga sih. Karena Ganyu itu banyakan kerja gitu.
That's true. Ganyu seemed to be working all the time. Well, when I think about my time here, I've spent most of it behind a desk filing documents. It put me in a certain mood, similar to the one I felt during my training in Jueyun Karst, in fact.
Jadi kerja yang dia lakukan di balik meja dengan dokumen itu setara dengan dia ngelakuin trial tadi itu tuh gitu. Oke.
Why, isn't it little Miss Ganyu?
Pamantian, halo. Gua nggak tahu nih siapa men.
I wouldn't have thought I'd meet you here. You were always so terribly busy.
This old man called her Little Miss Ganyu.
Kak Ganyu, oh oke. Berarti kita ada ini nih, Kak Ganyu. Kedengaran ya enggak lah, Kak Ganyu lah.
Please don't also start calling me that.
Nggak apa-apa lah, ayolah.
Allow me to introduce Uncle Tian. He is...
That's all right. Just tell them the truth. They have done so much for Liyue after all, and I am the one who has yet to introduce myself.
Ini mungkin menurut gue doang ya. Tapi suara Pamantian itu agak kayak orang tipikal suka ngegoda gitu loh. Apa sih? Ya lo paham lah. Tapi kedengarannya kayak gitu guys.
Uncle Tian is a member of the Liyue Qixing, the Tianshu.
Dia adalah anggota dari sebagai Sang Tianshu. Tianshu itu apa?
This grandpa is a member of the Qixing?
Nyantai aja kali Paimon mukanya.
The same rank as Ningguang?
Bentar. Oh gitu ya,
Hush
selevel
now.
dengan Ningguang.
I must ask for your discretion concerning my identity. Fishing in the port and strolling about are the greatest pleasures of my life. I have no wish to be followed around by those armed guards. In most people's eyes, I'm just a forgetful and wordy old man.
Uncle Tian is too modest. He's been around for a long time. There's no one who can replace a person of such noble character.
Kita memang tidak boleh menilai orang dari penampilannya luar saja. Aku sedang mengingat-ingat apakah aku pernah mempersulit ya. Kita memang tidak boleh menilai. Gue setuju nih.
Oh, little Miss Ganyu. Your kind words make me feel that my decades of hard work haven't been in vain.
Uncle Tian, a person of your standing should really stop calling me Little Miss Ganyu.
Oh, My apologies. It's not intentional, just a childhood habit of mine. Thank you for looking after me when I first ascended to my position in the cheese sing.
Oh, so you've been friends for many decades now.
Oke. Jadi ternyata Ganyu waktu si Paman Tian ini masuk ke posisi Chising, Ganyu yang ikut ngebantuin dia. Oke, jadi dia udah kenal lama.
Oh, I was just fulfilling my duties as the Chising secretary. It's nothing worthy of your gratitude.
Talking about secretaries, I don't know if I should bring it up. Ganyu, I believe you know my daughter, Huixin. She seems to be a bit troubled recently.
Yes, she works at Yuehai Pavilion and she's my junior. How can I help her?
I don't know myself, really. She's all grown up now and doesn't like to ask for my help. May I trouble you to meet her at Yuehai Pavilion? She just needs a bit of guidance.
With pleasure. Solving the Chising's problems has always been in my job description. She's back in character, just like that, huh?
Oke. Ya sebenarnya sungguh anggota Chising sejati. Dia sebenarnya sedang membantu Ganyu, atau aku rasa Ganyu tidak menyadarinya. Ya, kalau gue sih.
To Yuehai Pavilion.
Alright, kita ke Yuehai Pavilion. Oh sini, Suishin.
Please be mindful of your personal...
Miss Ganyu, it's been too long. I don't know why, but seeing you brings me a sense of peace in these chaotic times.
Indeed, it has been a while, Huixin. I'm flattered, but aren't you exaggerating a little? I heard that you've encountered some problems and came to see if I could be of some help.
My father asked you to come, didn't he?
Tahu dia.
Abusing his status as a member of the Chising to trouble you.
Don't worry. I'm always happy to help a junior colleague from Yuehai Pavilion.
Ugh, where should I start? I discovered something strange while organizing tax records. There are obvious irregularities in the tax declarations of two stores, Second Life and Wanyo Boutique. However, whether I question the shopkeepers or check their accounts, I can't seem to make any progress with my investigation. Without any evidence, my hands are tied.
I see. It's not uncommon for merchants to be blinded by greed.
Well, is there any solution you can advise?
Naturally. I've dealt with similar issues hundreds of times. Give me a moment to consider the best approach in this scenario.
Benar-benar seorang dengan pengalaman ribuan tahun.
Alright. Let's approach it this way then. Your enemy knows you best.
Musuhmu lah yang paling mengenalimu.
Huh?
If I remember correctly, Second Life and Wanyo Boutique are old business rivals, competing for market share due to their similar wares. In that case...
I know what you mean, Miss Ganyu.
Pembongkar rahasia. Gue nggak paham
plans
asli.
to let them expose each other.
Oh gitu, jadi mereka ngebuka aibnya masing-masing gitu?
Exactly.
Oke.
Let's start with Wanyo Boutique. The owner's name is... Bolai, isn't it?
Bolai.
Yes, you're right. Follow me, please.
Oke, berarti sekarang kita ketemu dengan orang namanya Bolai. Namanya gitu banget, tapi ya apa boleh buat. Bolai itu ada di dekat pelabuhan. Pinggiran maksudnya. Oh, Bolai ini yang jualan kembang. Ya, baru ingat gue. Halo Bapak Kumis. Gue panggilnya Pak Kumis lah, karena dia ada kumisnya gitu guys. Lo lihat di situ dia ada kumisnya gitu. Jadi gue manggilnya daripada Pak Bolai ini Pak Kumis gitu. Ya agak nama yang paling cocok buat dia.
We meet again, traveler. And you must be from the Yuehai Pavilion? I suppose you're about to place a big order. I'd be honored to offer you my wares.
That won't be necessary, Mr. Bolai. Wanyo Boutique's credit is not sufficient to accept orders directly from Yuehai Pavilion. Should we need to place such an order, we would certainly go to Second Life instead.
Jadi ibaratnya misalnya lo jualan sesuatu, terus lo disamperin sama temen lo, Terus dia bilang kayak, daripada mendingan gue beli ke teman gue yang lain daripada lo gitu. Oke, tragis
What?
juga nih.
Second Life? Ugh. That rascal Dongsheng. He's stealing all of my customers.
Well, Second Life's credit has always been excellent, and based on their tax records, their business is thriving.
Oh, Tax records? Thriving?
Huh. Is there anything you'd like to share with us, Mr. Balai?
Don't let that rascal fool you. I know his dirty tricks best. If you don't believe me, show me his tax records. I'm sure I'll find something fishy in there.
You know Second Life's business so well?
Of course. Ugh, their every transaction makes my blood boil.
Oke.
I'd rather lose money myself than see that rascal make some.
Ini kayak namanya hubungan antar pesaing. Kamu sirik sekali gitu. Sirik dia ada sih. Tapi apakahnya
Well then,
oke.
please look over this tax record. We'll review Second Life's credit based on your observations.
Oh, of course. I'll read very, very carefully. Line by line and word by word.
Pak Kumis serem juga kan. Boleh membaca laporan pajak dari Second Life dengan sangat teliti.
Here I found it.
Nemu apa Pak Kumis?
That exquisite wooden furniture set he bought from Fanmu Carpenters at the beginning of the year. Ugh, he even flaunted it in front of me. Look at the tax record. Not a word about that furniture. And he kept all the profit for himself.
I see. He must have gotten rid of all the documents related to this transaction. No wonder there was no trace of it.
I told you so. Just as I expected. Ugh, I can't wait to watch him squirm.
Pak Kumis jago nih.
But, Ms. Ganyu, despite all this, can't he just flat out deny ever making this transaction?
He might have destroyed all the evidence, but I believe the supplier, Fanmu Carpenters, might still have some proof of it.
Aha, you're right. Master Lu from Fanmu Carpenters must still have the invoice. He wouldn't be swayed by the likes of Dongsheng.
I hope so. Let's go to Fanmu Carpenters. It should be near Chingsa village. Thank you for shining a
Okay.
light on this case, Mr. Balai.
Oh, please, that's nothing. I just hope you won't be lenient with him once you find the evidence. That's the best way to show your gratitude.
I'm afraid I can't go to Chingsa village.
It's all right, Weishin. You can stay in Liyue Harbor and finish your work. Leave the rest to us.
Oh, that's so considerate of you. Still, I'm sorry to trouble you like that.
Tapi dari questnya Ganyu kita belajar kayak hal tipikal yang emosional dari sisinya Ganyu, tapi jadi ngelakuin tugas gini ya. Jadi agak gue ngerasa agak sedikit kehilangan apa namanya, ke side track gitu gue nya sama itunya storynya si Ganyu. Tapi ya kita lihat dulu aja guys gimana nih. Halo Tuan Lu.
Welcome. How can an old carpenter like me help you?
Pak Kumis 2 nih.
I'm usually happy to take new apprentices, but I'm afraid I can't take too many at once. But I'm always around if you're keen for a chat.
Kita kesini cuma mau ngecek resi doang Pak, bukan mau ngadopsi atau berhubungan dengan mengadopsi gitu ya.
Chingsa really is full of lonely old people.
Hey, I heard that, Flying One.
Makhluk melayang.
I'm sorry. Master Lu, we've just come to see you and ask you some questions.
Don't worry, I know. You're from the Yuehai Pavilion, right? Why would the Qixing care about an old man like me? Well, whatever. You said that you want to ask me something. Ask away then.
You're very direct, Master Lu. I will be plain. We're looking for proof that Dongsheng from Second Life has been evading taxation. Dongsheng bought some furniture from you at the beginning of the year. Do you still have the invoice or any other record of that transaction?
Oh, it's about Second Life. It was a big order. How could I forget?
Sure enough, Mr. Balai was right. Could we perhaps borrow that invoice? We won't have any evidence to bring against Dongsheng otherwise.
Of course you can. But I'm not so sprightly anymore.
Oh, berarti kita yang harus ngambil resinya nih berarti nih, Pak Komis 2.
What's that supposed to mean?
Ya, dia udah tua apa Emon, dia udah tua. Jadi ya kita yang harus ngambil resinya.
I only do my woodwork and display finished wares here at Fanmu Carpenters. As for old documents and such, I keep them all in a warehouse west of here. But some troublemakers have recently moved there, invading my warehouse. I tried to drive them away, but they just wouldn't leave. Since you need that invoice anyway, it may be best to get it from the warehouse yourself. And while you're at it, you can teach those louts a lesson.
Oke, siap Pak Komis. Nanti.
So that's what happened.
I'll leave you to it then. I need to get back to work.
Take back the warehouse, find the invoice. Time for us to show our stuff in a fight.
Let's go.
Wait, I think I saw one of those troublemakers. Ah, over there. Oh,
mana tuh?
Paimon season 2.
Itu Fatui.
It's one of the Fatui.
Apa yang mereka lakukan di sini?
They must be plotting something against Liyue Harbor. Maybe they're the scoundrels who invaded Master Lu's warehouse.
Haruskah kita mengamatinya
Ever
dulu?
since Osial attacked the harbor, the Fatui's reputation in Liyue has reached rock bottom.
Ah, oke. Di sini gue mulai dapat sedikit informasi di
We
sini,
won't cause a
guys.
serious diplomatic crisis by getting into some small scuffle with the Fatui within our borders. You need not worry. Besides, I can already feel their malicious intentions. Consider it my intuition as the secretary of the Chising.
Oh, nggak mungkin. Gue yakin itu instingnya si Ganyu sebagai seorang adeptus.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's go teach him a lesson.
Ya nih, ayo. Halo Fatui. Ya, elemennya apa nih? Oh, dia S ya.
Order guide you. You scoundrels!
I think
Lo
you've had
ngapain di
enough.
sini?
About time you tell us your plan.
Plan? What plan?
We just taught you a lesson, but clearly you weren't paying attention. If you don't spill whatever you're scheming against Liyue, we'll be forced to use harsher methods.
Aku pikir kita sudah cukup keras. Cepat beritahu kami semuanya. Aku pikir
I'm telling the truth. There's no scheme.
If you're telling the truth, then why would you, a member of the Fatui, suddenly appear on the outskirts of Chingsa village?
Fine. If you really want to know, then, well, I was about to.
Aku sedang bersiap untuk
Pick berries over there.
memetik berry. Oke, jadi Fatui skirmisher yang biasanya kita lawan gitu, tebel, metik berry
I
gitu.
must admit, I didn't expect you to come up with such a silly excuse.
It's not an excuse. I rarely have a free morning, and I heard that there were fresh berries in this area. Think about it. I'm here alone, and Chingsa Village is nothing more than a retirement spot for old people. What could I be scheming anyway?
Ada bener juga sih.
Judging by how he's looking at us, it does seem like he feels like he's the victim here. So you have nothing to do with the occupation of Fanmu Carpenter's warehouse?
Fanmu Carpenter's warehouse? Where's that? I swear, I only came here to pick berries. That's all.
So it wasn't the Fatui who took over Master Lu's warehouse after all.
Kita mungkin benar-benar salah menuduhnya.
I also feel that he's telling the truth. Whoopsie!
Maafkan kita, Pak Fatui skirmisher.
I misjudged the situation and offended you. My apologies. Our exchange only represents my personal views. If you wish it so, you can file a complaint to the Ministry of Civil Affairs.
Exchange?
Perdebatan.
This woman, she's clearly aware that the Ministry of Civil Affairs wouldn't side with us, Fatui.
Jelas-jelas dia tahu kalau bagian urusan sipil tidak akan membela Fatui.
Yes, precisely. As an alternative, you may try to solve this problem with force once again.
Paimon's in!
Darn you. How can you wear that solemn face while bullying me like this?
What's your choice then?
I'll get back to my berries.
Pilihan yang tepat. Kasian juga gue sama si
What a
Fatuinya.
bittersweet ending.
I made a laughingstock out of myself. I might have spent too much time away from work. My intuition is not as accurate as it used to be.
No worries. It's always nice to teach the Fatui a lesson.
Let's keep moving towards Master Lu's warehouse. Our goal is to get the invoice after all.
Oke, kita cari resinya. Oh, ini gudangnya nih ya. Oh, di-raid sama ini nih, village
So
row.
this is the warehouse. Seems like those troublemakers were nothing more than a few hill churls. Let's show them
Kita
what
salah
we
menu dulu kan. Gue jadi merasa bersalah sama si Pato yang tadi tuh.
Cut to the chase.
Woi.
Don't blink. Hey. Cut to the chase.
Oh, udah bantuan datang.
Don't look.
Stabilize! I will have order! Stabilize!
Yang mana?
All clear. Quick, let's look around for the invoice.
Oke.
Come on, we can do it.
Oh, ini dia.
This one is an invoice from One Min Restaurant. Some dining tables and chairs.
Ini mungkin
This one is
Wangshen
Wangshen
Funeral Parlor.
Funeral Parlors.
Ah,
Oh,
ini.
so they make coffins too. This
Bukan
one
ya.
is Second Lives. We finally found it. Yeah.
Bahusin, kita balik.
Ah, Ms. Ganyu, you're back. I hope it wasn't too much trouble rushing about like that.
I promise to help you and I'll keep my word. Nothing to worry about. Look, it's the invoice for the transaction between Second Life and Fanmu Carpenters. We've brought it back.
Oh, thank you so much. Now we can solve this problem.
Agreed. How about we go to Second Life and have a nice chat with the owner?
Oh, Second Life ini yang jualan tuh. Oh, ini Dongsheng nih. Halo, selamat datang di Second Life. Anda ingin beli apa? Tentang tagihan pajak, Pak.
Isn't it Huixin from the Yuehai Pavilion? I remember you. I told you that all of my transactions are included in the records. My tax declarations are scrupulous as well. I do hope that my business won't be affected by any groundless accusations.
Groundless accusations? Mr. Dongsheng, you seem very sure of yourself. But I sincerely advise that you cease this behavior immediately. It is liable to affect the fine you'll need to pay in the end.
Ayo lo Pak Dongseng kena denda.
No. I'm an honest merchant. I would never get involved with any fraudulent sources of profit.
Seperti kamu tidak terlalu percaya diri lagi
Haven't I
sekarang.
made myself clear? Mr. Dongsheng, you've already been proven guilty of tax evasion. I just came here to see if you'd confess.
What? Proven guilty? How come? That's impossible. Absolutely absurd.
Oh, tenang Pak Dongseng, kita punya bukti di sini.
Talking without rhyme or reason must be crumbling under Ganyu's pressure. Time for the finishing blow!
Mr. Dongsheng, can you tell me what this is?
It's an invoice from Fanmu Carpenters. I'm Master Lu. I didn't...
Do you admit to tax
Kegep kamu,
evasion?
Pak, kegep.
This transaction was absent from the tax record.
I didn't think you'd find out. I didn't leave a single trace.
Indeed. We wouldn't have found out if it weren't for Mr. Boalai's aid.
Balai? That imp from Wanyo Boutique? So he told on me behind my back. He's got his own share of dirty laundry.
Oh? Mr. Dongsheng, I'd like to hear a little more about this dirty laundry. Would you care to elaborate?
Dongseng juga membeberkan tentang penghindaran pajak yang
I
dilakukan.
don't think you'll need my guidance for what comes next.
Yes, thank you, Ms. Ganyu. I can take it from here.
That's good.
I must say, you're truly impressive, Ms. Ganyu. Your enemy knows you best.
Your enemy, musuhmu lah yang paling
To
mengenalimu.
think, you came up with this plan and executed it so masterfully.
It's actually one of your father's, the Tianshu's, old tricks. I just took some inspiration from it.
My father?
Pitting your opponent against their enemies, and watching them drag each other down from an advantageous position.
Oh.
That's how Uncle Tian managed to keep his position in the Qixing secure for so many years. I figured that as Uncle Tian's daughter, you'd naturally grasp your father's strategies. So, I decided to use one of your father's tricks and play it out for you to see.
I can see it now. Clearly, I still have a lot to learn about my father. I'm really grateful, Ms. Ganyu. You're the kindest mentor I've ever had.
Ganyu solved both Huishin's work and family problems. 2 birds with 1 stone.
Sambil menyelam minum air.
You've helped me so much. You must allow me to repay your kindness.
That's not necessary. No need to be so serious. It was nothing, really.
Ini adalah hanyalah sebuah hal kecil. Oke, jadi kita salah menuduh Fatu Skirmisher, terus kita ngelawan Hilichurl. Kalau buat gue sih ini bukan hal kecil sih, ini hal gede, men.
Then let me treat you to a meal. The Traveler and Paimon are invited as well. I appreciate your help.
Makanan gratis? Boleh coy, dengan senang hati, Paimon.
Alright,
Gimana tuh?
come on Ganyu, just say yes. Let's eat.
Ayo kita makan. Kita harus menunggu keputusan Ganyu, ya tah? Ya udah, kita
If
nunggu
it's just
keputusannya
a
Ganyu.
meal, there's no reason for me to decline. It'll be my pleasure, Huishin.
Kamu kasih travelernya gitu banget anjir.
Actually, I've already booked Senua Kiosk. I need a moment to prepare everything first. Let's meet there in a while.
All right. We dare not refuse such generosity.
Ada lagi lanjutannya, ada kepercayaan melintas waktu. Pergi ke perjamuan Senua Kiosk. Oke, sepertinya ini kayak bagian akhirnya mungkin ya, aku kurang tahu juga sih, tapi semoga belum karena story-nya lumayan cukup menarik guys, lumayan banget. Jadi di sisi lain kita belajar tentang karakternya Ganyu sebagai dia manusia dan juga setengah adeptai, dan juga dari gimana dia Maksudnya gimana ya? Maksudnya pekerjaan di luarnya dia itu membuat dia tuh di jalur yang benar gitu kasarnya. Gua nggak ngerti juga sih, tapi sisi adaptanya si Ganyu itu agak bikin gue penasaran gitu ya. Oke, ini Yueshu nih. Makan, ya ini deh. Makanannya enak-enak semua ini. Loh, kok duduknya jauh banget?
Miss Ganyu, thank you for accepting my invitation. And as for the two of you, your presence is also much appreciated.
Sure.
Paimon, kok lu nggak duduk ya? Tapi lu malah terbang gitu loh. Aneh gitu. Seharusnya lu duduk, Paimon. Lu harus duduk, men.
That's so kind of you, Huishin. You went to great lengths to organize this.
Truth be told, apart from thanking you for all the help, there's something I'd like to tell you.
Oh? If there's anything I can help you with, just tell me straight away. No need to hesitate.
Oh, no, I don't really need help. Could you just listen for a bit?
With pleasure.
When I was a little girl, my father used to tell me many stories about you, Miss Ganyu. Even though I have the utmost respect for my father, I always admired how gentle and reliable you are. I've only decided to join the Yuhai Pavilion staff because I've always looked up to you.
I didn't know that you think so highly of me.
However, in reality, working at the Yuhai Pavilion turned out to be an arduous task. I can't compare myself to such an outstanding secretary like you. I often doubt myself as a result.
I disagree. You're a great secretary in your own right.
Thank you. Over the years, I became a mother, too.
Huh? So Uncle Tian is a grandpa!
Oh, Kakek Tian.
Influenced by my youthful ideals, she followed my footsteps and came to be a secretary at the Yuhai Pavilion, too. At first, I was worried about her. It's not an easy job, after all. To tell the truth, I'm still unsure if she's capable enough. But after all that happened this time, I've made up my mind to support her choice.
So, what made you change your mind?
The fact that she'll have you, Ms. Ganyu, as her senior colleague. You'll help her, gentle as always, and tell her your mom used to do it like that. It'd be such a beautiful moment. If it's not too much to ask for, she might still need your guidance in 20 plus years, too.
20 tahun ke depan, buset. Edan.
Huishin, I never thought that I meant so much to you.
Just like when you showed me my father's trick. Having you as their witness makes people feel at ease.
Witness?
Saksi.
It's true that I've witnessed thousands of years of Liyue Harbor's history. All the changes it's gone through, the stories of its people. But I've always regarded it as nothing more than the source of my loneliness. Huishin, you don't know how important those words are to me. You've made me realize that I share another connection with the people of Liyue Harbor. Apart from my contract with Rex Lapis, they rely on me, accept me, and long for me to bear witness to their stories.
Oh, of course. You're irreplaceable to us.
That's right. That's why I can't disappoint you.
Hooray! Ganyu's finally cheered up!
Aww.
Even if I've really been supplanted, I wish to fight for my place. I won't let you down. I'm going to fulfill my contract and keep working as the Qixing secretary.
Kamu tidak pecat, itu hanya sebuah kesalahpahaman.
Regardless, I'll go back and see for myself. I'm afraid that it might have all become a mess during my absence. No time to waste. Let's get back to work.
Good luck, Miss Ganyu.
We're leaving already? I'm still hungry.
Gua nggak tahu ini mereka udah makan apa belum, langsung main berdiri aja sih Ganyu. Ganyu aja nggak ada nyentuh makanan apapun sama sekali. Udah bicara dengan sekretaris J Chamber. Loh, berarti kita ke J Chamber lagi nih. Bukannya J Chamber udah ini, udah tenggelam waktu lawan si Osail. Berarti diresurrect lagi gitu, dibalikin lagi J Chambernya gitu. Kalau ya keren sih. Dulu waktu pertama kali J Chamber keluar itu, gue kira bakal jadi building permanen gitu. Tapi ternyata di story itu dikorbanin gitu. Tapi kalau misalnya emang balik lagi sih ya lumayan sih, keren jadinya. Oke, halo, pelayan triple, apalah namanya lah kalian bertiga.
Baisha, are you okay? Did you fall asleep standing up?
Sehat, sehat mbak, sehat.
Look who's back.
Siapa yang kembali?
You even have enough time for leisure? It seems you three are a suitable replacement for me after all.
Not at all. We've been working for too long. If we didn't take a break...
We wouldn't have survived long enough to see you again, Miss Ganyu. Miss Ganyu, we've missed you.
Oh, mereka
That's so kind
ngerinduin
of you all.
Ganyu.
Given we've only met once.
We've been praying day and night for you to return and take over your duties again.
To us, you're like an adeptus coming down to the human world to save all life.
Kamu seperti orang adeptus yang turun ke dunia untuk menyelamatkan semua orang.
Forget all our envious complaints from before. Just free us from this strenuous work, please.
All right, I see. Please divide the matters at hand into government affairs, business affairs, and civil affairs. Mark out the tasks that haven't been started, and those that are in progress. I'll take care of the rest.
Of course. We'll do it right away.
Oh, finally. We're saved.
Yes. There's one more thing.
Satu lagi.
I'd like to earnestly thank you, Traveler. If it weren't for your companionship, I would still be embroiled in my inner conflict right now.
Kenapa kita dipanggil itu pengembara gitu? Kenapa nggak petualang gitu? Kan adventurer gitu kan? Pengembara tuh kayak gimana sih? Kalau petualang sih agak gimana gitu. Tapi ya menurut kalian bagus mana sih guys? Pengembara apa petualang gitu ya? Gue penasaran gitu. Alright, ini juga adalah petualangan yang sangat menyenangkan bagiku. Baguslah kalau kamu tuh nggak ini.
To think that I'd gained a human friend outside of work. It makes me happier than I could have imagined. I'd like to repay you when I'm done with the work at hand. What would you say if I accompanied you on one of your trips?
Menemani perjalananmu berarti gue bakal dapat role Ganyu nih gitu. Nggak yakin gue. Oke, berarti gue bakal screenshot ini. Gue bakal simpen ini. Katanya Ganyu itu bakal menemani gue di perjalanan gue. Berarti otomatis gue nanti bakal dapat role-nya dia gitu ya kasarnya.
Are you ever done with work, Ganyu?
Let's cross that bridge when we come to it, shall we?
Quest selesai, Lautan Awan. Wih, gue level 54 langsung. Wow. Lagi nggak sih questnya? Nggak ada ya. So, oke guys, kita udah selesaiin quest chapternya Ganyu. Dan juga katanya karakter yang selanjutnya tuh nanti masih kurang tahu siapa yang duluan. Tapi ya nanti itu biar jadi spoiler aja. Jadi kurang lebih di chapternya itu lumayan banget, gue suka banget storynya. Dan juga kita belajar banyak tentang karakternya si Ganyu. Dan juga tentang konflik yang dia hadapi terhadap dirinya dia dengan pekerjaan sama gimana Ganyunya itu sendiri. Dan juga semoga kalian suka video ini guys. Dan juga video ini juga gue juga senang banget bikinin ini buat kalian. Dan semoga kalian suka guys. Dan kalau misalnya kalian suka video ini, jangan lupa tuh hancurin tombol like-nya. Dan tentunya juga jangan lupa untuk subscribe ke channel gue guys. Karena tentunya selain gue main 300, gue juga main Genshin Impact. Kalau misalnya kalian ada pertanyaan apapun yang pengen kalian tanyain ke seputar Genshin Impact, ya gue bakal jawab sebisa gue buat kalian. Dan juga sampai jumpa pada video gue yang selanjutnya guys. Dan see you next time. Gue Diego. Ciao.